This family health and wellness segment is brought to you by GlaxoSmithKline Consumer Healthcare.
Lucozade and Expresso are teaming up to celebrate everyday energy heroes, the day-to-day superstars who fit 1,000 things into 24 hours in style. Lucozade, do it with energy.
It's bright and early in the morning, and the Expresso team and presenters are up and on the move. But before our gorgeous presenters take to the TV, a lot of hard work and preparation goes into making a great show. From camera crews to stylists and makeup artists, let's have a look at what goes on behind the scenes. First, through the eyes of the king of the live lot, director Thabo Mataboge.
My job entails kind of keeping the team together, just relaying instructions to each other, from presenters getting instructions to cameramen to the vision mixer who sits here. We just have a list of all the cameras that are in front of us here, and I talk to them and try and get the best possible shot that the viewers will see. So basically, yeah, I'm the communication hub of everything that you see and hear on the show. Challenge is trying to keep communications clean. The line of communication between presenters, myself, the floor manager, the cameraman, everyone has to kind of have the same thoughts going through them at the same time. So any kinds of breaks in communication makes it really difficult. And then, of course, the crew. Couldn't leave the crew out. They make my job as easy as possible at times. But yeah, just being around them, great professionals, great people, that makes my job an absolute pleasure.
The live show is up to the minute, so there's no room for error. That's why amazing people are there to make sure that everything runs smoothly on set. It's a tough job, says studio manager Lucian Albertine.
My job entails to be the voice of reason on the floor. When Thabo gives a direction, I just go according to whatever he says, and then it's the cameras from the sound to the presenters. So I'm bossing them around. Fun sometimes, and it's not so fun sometimes, because sometimes it's so crazy that a lot of people on set, and you have to like keep your focus, follow your script, and just give you direction. Yes, you can have your fun times to make everything smooth, but when it comes to the actual work, you need to have everything to the T. Perfect chaos. There was once we had about 50 people on set, and I need to communicate with all of them. Yet I have Thabo in my ear, so my one ear's out, listening for people making a noise, still delays with the cameras, with the sound, with the makeup artist, with the guest. It's crazy.
Yes, we're masters at multitasking. Few have as diverse a portfolio as the man who also welcomes guests to the green room every morning. Step up commercial manager, Ruan Vivier.
Getting up in the morning at 10 to 5. I mean, it takes me about 5 minutes of just repeating my name to myself to know who I am and what I'm about to do. Your name is Ruan. Your name is Ruan. Your name is Ruan. And then I realize all the interesting fun things that will happen throughout the day, and I'm all psyched for that. I get to meet some exceptionally focused people with really interesting stories. Alan Prost, the Formula One racing driver, for instance, and you can just sense this guy's fighter pilot mindset. Or Matt Silver-Valens, the guy who flew essentially Dutch party balloons from Robben Island back to mainland Cape Town. It certainly impacts your outlook on life when you get all these varieties of people into one little space in a short span of time. People get really witty at chirping each other, and conversations flow like that. And that's what the Expresso set is around, like behind the scenes. I can remember one thing that happened this morning. Linda tied Grant's shoelaces, and then I ran in Grant 30 seconds, and he fell off his feet. Try and get up and get ready. That's typical Grant Hines. He's got too much energy for his body, too much to be contained.
Once everyone has been prepped and is ready to go on screen, one man steps in to make sure that the show is running on time and that everything is going to plan. And that's live producer Rousseau Duplessis.
My job consists of two parts. I do the live show in the morning and then putting the show together afterwards, working on the next day show and the next day show. But that part is just office jobby. The live show is something different every morning. You never know what's going to happen. It's always fresh, and it's a lot of fun in the control room. You can walk in here maybe not feeling too good, but as soon as the show gets going, it kind of just picks you up, and the whole energy of the place. As soon as something goes wrong, that's when my job really kicks into gear. We've had power outages and things that happen, and everybody then afterwards just turns around and looks at me going, what's next? I think one of the coolest things for me that happened was people were on holiday and they lived in a flat that you could see from outside on the balcony, and they made a big banner for Expresso, and somebody outside picked it up and the camera zoomed in on it, and they were waving and jumping around on the balcony, and we actually on TV asked them to phone us. And in the next segment, we had them on the phone and we got this whole story from them. And that's just something that's really cool that kind of enforces the whole idea that it's live and anything can happen at any time.
Yep, there to support your Expresso presenters is a crew of dedicated, everyday energy heroes.
It's just a just-in-timing, script-preparing, camera-rolling kind of energy. Lucozade, do it with energy.